Okay, Hannah, just say what you've said.
So what I realized is, like, through this piece, like, I don't know, I just feel like we're just so human. Like, just waiting at the bus stop, standing, we're always just waiting, just doing nothing, always distracted with our phones. But then, like, being in this piece, like, I get to really see that, like, we're really living in the present, really, like, being ourselves and really being able to express. And just, like, without you inside in the bus, like, without talking, like, just that interaction, I just feel like, I don't know, it reminds me of animals, like how animals they're always interacting with each other, and like how we as humans should be, like, that's how we are naturally. Like, children, when they are together, they interact with each other. But then, like, with what?
That's true.
Yeah. Like, children, you just leave children, they would just, like, play around each other, they hit each other, like, they hurt each other, but that's just how they interact. But then now we learn how to talk, we have distractions with the phone, we are too caught up with our heads, like in a bus or at a bus stop, we're just staring into the air, everybody is just waiting and not interacting. Like, we're all the same species, but we don't interact, like, everybody's a stranger, but we're all the same, you know. And then through this piece you just see, like, how we're all the same, but there's all these things that separate us from interacting with each other. And in order to interact with someone, we have to know that person. If not, that person is a stranger to us. But then, yeah, I don't know, it got me thinking a lot about that, especially inside the bus. Like, we were so happy just interacting, and it doesn't really necessarily need to have a meaning, but just being humans, like, being present. And yeah, I wish that life could be like that, you know. But
Right.
it's hard to do that. Like, it's hard for me to, like, I feel weird just talking or just touching to the person next to me. They'll be like, they just stare at me and
Right.
like, why are you talking to me?
Why are you interacting?
Why are you touching me? So,
Why are you touching
or
me?
like, why are you moving? Where you're supposed to sit in the bus, I guess.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be still and not create any distraction. Like,